Usually what happens is, what is the mindset that people have is, who created this program? Right?
The source.
Source. And definitely the source is primarily a person. Okay? So during lunch we did not have glasses. So the source was Rajesh. Huh? Where is Rajesh? Right? Ashok, sorry. Yeah. So again, you see, any problem, anytime you go, anywhere you go, the problem is who created this problem. Who is the person? Nobody asks what is the process, and even managers also ask what happened. Okay, who created this? Okay, you talk to him. What happened? Okay. So this and that is what we call that. Okay, if any forum I ask people that how much of your time is going on in firefighting, what let me ask you guys, what is the amount of time you spend in firefighting? 100%.
Depends on the fire.
Huh?
Depends how big the fire is.
No, every day. Depends on the how.
Depends from where the fire is coming.
Where the fire is coming. Okay. So in a typical day, huh? In a typical day, what is the amount I spend on my regular activities or routine activities, and how much time I am spending in firefighting? Means that was never envisaged. When you came to the office, you never thought that this could happen, and the whole day goes for that activity. You came in for a different purpose today. You came in for discussing this, planning this, and then the whole day went because at 9:05 some information you received, and whole day you were working around that information.
You can assume from the number of times people are leaving the room.
Okay. So can we say it as 60 to 70%? Right? Yeah. So what it shows is that there is some I'm the ideal answer if you get is 30% of a manager's time should be devoted to firefighting, not more than that. In an 8-hour shift, 1 hour to maximum 2 hours you should devote to firefighting, because we cannot. There are some external dependencies, but most of the time, if you analyze your firefighting course after the post course, you will see that is coming from internal source, and that is the biggest problem which we want to tackle. Okay, what happens? Say for example, you start, you go to some service center, you go to a McDonald's or you go to a restaurant or go to a resort, and you are at the check-in counter, and then they see your slip, and then there is a whole you wait for 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes, and there is an internal team this is mere paas nahi hai information. Okay, people are calling each other up, and then you are standing. Right? You are standing and you are clueless. Again, you are asking what happened, which room. No, sir, the room is not ready. Actually, the housekeeping people, we already informed them last night only. But, the guest has not checked out this, that, all. So you are standing in a mess. Yeah? You have traveled for around 8 hours, 10 hours, and then you because most of the firefighting, what used to happen, somebody did not give the information on time. Somebody did not know to give that information to you. Or somebody knew and he thought that, okay, that is least important to you.
Fire starter.
Yeah. So, somewhere something has happened. And because of that internal miscommunication, internal assumptions, that whole day of yours goes for a toss. And we are not able to focus on improvement activities, or we are not able to focus on our regular activities. So, I am not saying by doing standardization, by doing SOP, all your fires will get dozed off, but it should be minimized. The objective is to minimize, because if you don't minimize the firefighting, you cannot give a consistent delivery. You cannot be a McDonald's, you cannot be an Apple, because the time only is how much in a McDonald's store? 1 minute or 1 minute, or we give you your order free.
Where is which McDonald's?
They give you a coupon or something that comes in the next purchase, you get a
Whatever, let us assume 2 minutes or 3 minutes or whatever. Yeah. So see, there is also a lot of things which are working. Please do not think that burger you are saying, okay, हाँ क्या है उसमें है क्या? ये 2 slice डाला, ये French fry किया, वो दे दिया packet. If you see the supply chain, their cabbage gets sourced from Chandigarh in Ludhiana somewhere. their special type of salads come from Italy. So breads get baked somewhere very locally. Okay, and there is a minimum time of that bread. After 24 hours, they cannot use that bread. They have to throw away all of the breads. So all of these in the behind, all of these things are working. Chicken is coming, getting packed and getting sealed. It is coming in 5 a.m. in the morning. Somebody has to be there to pick it up. Store opens at 9 o'clock. Chicken will arrive at 5 a.m. So all this coordination is happening. It is not so easy to give. It feels like okay, take 1 minute. It's okay. Right? But do you think any Indian company or any Indian MNC would have given that kind of consistent service without standards? No possible.
In fact, Domino's, which worldwide